Welcome back to the channel. Today we wanted to do a Coop tour. Even though we're getting ready to move, we thought it'd be fun to walk through and show you guys the Coop one last time and some of the changes we've made and how it's been working out for us. So here is our chicken coop. It's a two-part coop, so there's two separate sides divided in the middle. And we have a flock of Isobrowns over on this side, and this is just a mixed flock on this side. We chose a 2x4 inch wire because it's cost effective. A lot of people use the 1/2 inch hardware cloth, but it just would be crazy expensive to do a coop this size with that. But we made sure that all perches and all resting areas are away from the wire so that nothing can reach through and grab them. We're not worried about small predators in our climate, in our area. So
yeah, we don't have like big snakes to worry about like in the south.
yeah. So this has been working perfect. When I framed this coop up, I notched in all the wood, and the reason I did that is so that when I attached the wire, I would always have a contact point instead of having wood on the face sticking off, you see, and then you have gaps to fill in. So this was just a way of keeping it really clean. It's just by doing a lot of notching. And I screwed the wire in just in case I had to take it out and move it, and you can see I did have to move it once. So keep that in mind. In the past, I had stapled wire on. It's quick, it's easy, staple it on. But when I had to remove wire, you'd have to break it. The staples were just so hard to get out.
This is better.
Yeah.
I like that. And here's the latches that we have on our doors. We just have this style. And we can close this, and then for extra security at night, so like a raccoon can't open this, we just put a simple hook on these. This one has a smaller one, but
It works.
yep.
We also have nesting boxes on the outside, and we built these kind of low so that we can collect eggs easily. And right now we're actually using an artificial turf material as nesting box material. It's kind of an experiment, but it's been working. No problems with it.
Yeah.
And these nesting boxes are just really simple. It's just using wood we had around. There's no hinges, you can see. This door just sits on there.
Yeah, so you can take this off or whatever.
It acts like a hinge, but there is no hinge.
Yeah, and it can't fall in because it can't move side to side because of the wood.
And when it's locked, it can't come off either.
Yeah.
It can't be pushed open. This is the inside of the coop at the nesting box, and you can see I found a piece of wood. This was all open before, but I found this plywood. So I cut out a couple of squares and just screwed it up to the board. So now they have two openings to get into the box. Even though they have a huge nesting box, most of the chickens are just laying in the straw on the ground because they were new here and they were already laying hens, and they just kind of found a spot before the nesting box, so
Yeah.
they're in a habit.
A couple of them do lay in the nesting box.
Yeah. I think over time they'll get the idea.
Yeah. So this whole barn is a metal barn, and we didn't want manure and wet straw or whatever getting on the metal. So we used these reclaimed fence picket boards to line the wall here to keep it all away and also keep the chickens off the cold metal. And that's been working great.
Now, when we built this coop originally, we had two perches up high, and we decided to put a lower one down here so they could hop up easier from the ground. So this has been working a lot better. They hop up to this one, and they usually go up here.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a lot of debate about the perches, whether it's 2x4 skinny side up or flat side up, which one's better. Either one works, it's fine. They say the flat ones will help keep their feet warm in the winter. But they can also sit on these just fine, and it's probably just as, if not more comfortable, so either one's fine. Our pop doors are working excellent. We built these, they just slide on a rope up here, and I'll show you that.
It goes right out to here.
Right here.
I love that. And the other side is exactly the same. And
Yeah.
that one we just have going out to the barn.
Free range.
Yeah. And they just stick around. They're usually just hanging out in the barn. These guys go out to this run that we have.
Yeah, we'll show you the run in a minute.
The Bielefelders are really gentle.
So this is the chicken run. The other side is free range. This side is fenced in with a 5-foot chain link fence, and we don't have any trouble with the chickens going over. I think a 5-foot fence is a good height.
Yeah.
4 foot, they'd probably be tempted to fly over, but 5,
Probably.
they stay in.
And we've never had that many chickens, so they've been able to keep this grass. It's not enough chickens to like beat
Turn
it down
into
to dirt. Yeah.
We use this window well just to keep the food dry.
So at first we were using this chicken feeder. You put the food in here and it comes out all down here. And what we were finding was the chickens, when they eat out of it, the food just goes everywhere, and we'd have a ton of feed on the ground around it. So we were trying to think, how can we reduce feed waste? And then we just came up with a simple idea of using a bowl. And this has been working great because this has walls on it, so when the chickens are pecking at it or whatever, the feed just bounces off the wall and stays in there. So I recommend to not use this kind of feeder because you're going to have a lot of feed waste.
Yeah, you can see the ground is clear.
Yeah. And there's no walls on this, so whenever they move their beaks around in this, the food just spills right out.
Yeah, we try to keep the design just kind of super simple, makes sense, easy to clean, easy to work with. We've been using straw for bedding because it was cheap and available. I don't think we do wood chips in here or shavings like some people do shavings.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of pine shavings.
They have their time and purpose, but for this coop, the straw works really well. We can rake it around and pile it in as we need it.
And we have no smells at all.
Yeah, if you do your chicken coop right, it's really quite odor-free, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have enough bedding in there and you move the stuff around.
So we've been using it for several months now. I haven't had any problems with it. I'm really happy with the design. That being said, when we do move, I might take certain ideas and concepts from this, but our next coop will probably be much different. We keep changing our ideas as we do this, and there's a lot of different coop designs out there, and we just love looking at everybody's designs and just trying to come up with the perfect coop.
And this style worked in here because we didn't have to worry about putting a roof on it.
Yeah.
So we don't know how our next
one will probably be outside a freestanding coop.
We'll have to build our own roof
It'll
on
be
that.
totally different.
Another thing I want to point out is that around the whole perimeter of this coop, we have cinder blocks buried.
Yeah.
So that nothing can dig under. They'd have to go really deep to get in.
Yeah, a lot of people bury or place wire on the ground, but we don't like doing that because then if it rusts or gets messed up, it's all in the dirt and in the ground, and it just...
We had the blocks, so we just
the blocks
did that.
made sense to us. So I hope you guys enjoyed our quick coop tour. It's been working really well for us, and we just thought we'd share it one last time to give you guys some ideas and see some of those updates that we've done. The artificial turf in the nesting boxes, it is working, but if you guys do anything like that, make sure you get rid of any of the loose pieces if you have to cut the edge, because if it's fraying, you don't want the chickens to ingest any kind of plastic or anything like that. Ours are really tight and really clean.
Yeah, we spent a while picking off all the loose stuff.
And it's good turf. It doesn't pull out. I mean, you could pull.
Oh yeah,
so
it's strong.
I just wanted to make a note on that in case anybody's concerned about those kind of things. That's all we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.